Hey everybody, it's Kay. I hope that you're having a great and wonderful day. I wanted to make sure I took some time to squeeze a video in for you. I have been on a much needed spring break. I've really been playing with my grandbaby, but that's why I haven't recorded a video in a while. I am just head over heels in love with that baby. Uh, Let me give you a rundown of the books that I finished. I think the last one I talked about was Humans Bow Down by James Patterson. I only gave it 2 stars because it really wasn't that good. However, a middle schooler might find it interesting. Somebody in high school maybe, but I say don't waste your time. Echoes in Death by J.D. Robb. I love this series and I like this book. I gave it 3 stars. Darktown by Thomas Mullen. I'm going to talk a little bit more about later in the video because I really liked that book. Everything by Nicola Yoon. I went out, got the book from the library, read it, and then went to the theater to see it. Now, I saw it on a Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock, matinee, and I had the whole theater to myself. But that's not the first time that's happened to me where I've gone to the movies and I was the only person there. Now, it's happened a couple of other times, but one time in particular I really remember because it was just so ridiculous. Okay, so it was the 4th of July. I don't know where everybody was. Friends, family, I don't know. But for some reason, I was at home by myself on the 4th. My son was with me up until maybe like 7 o'clock, and then I was by myself for the rest of the night. And I don't know why I don't know why. Anyway, so I figured, let me get out of the house, 9 o'clock. I'll go to the movies. People go to the movies on the 4th. So I go to the theater, get my little ticket, go in my movie, sit there. And by the time the movie starts, I look around and realize there is nobody else in that theater but me. So I had to sit there and watch the whole movie by myself. Now, what's really bad is when I got out of the movie, because it was like 2.5 hours long, nobody else was in the whole building except me and the manager, the poor thing who had to sit there and wait for my movie to finish. I felt so bad. I felt so bad for her. But it was so funny. I couldn't believe it. But then I also got real scared and nervous because I thought I was the only person in that movie. Anything could have happened to me. And nobody would have known anything. But I digress. I liked everything. I thought the actress did a really great job. I can't remember her name, but I thought she did a good job. I thought it was a really cute movie. The Fix by David Baldacci. I just thought it was okay. This is book 3 in the Amos Decker series. I liked book 2, The Last Mile, much better than this one. Half of a Yellow Sun by Chimamanda and Ngozi Adichie. Now, my book club is discussing this book next week, so I don't want to say anything about the book in case people in my club have not finished reading it yet and they watch this video, so no spoilers. I'll just say that I like the book, but I still like Americana just a little bit more. It's about war-torn Nigeria in the 1960s, told from the perspective of a houseboy, a young woman, and her twin sister's boyfriend. I don't want to say their names because I promise you I'll mess them up, but I don't want to do that. I could say Richard, who is her twin sister's boyfriend. I think her name was Olana, and the houseboy was Ugu. Anyway, didn't want to mess up the names, but I like the story. I know there's a movie out. I don't know how closely it follows the book, but yeah, I like the book. I wish I could say more, but I can't, just in case book club is watching. And then Boy 9 Missing by Nic Joseph. This was strictly a cover read. I'd never heard of Nic Joseph before. And I'm not going to give any spoilers. I'm going to tell you what the book is about. There are 2 families that get together for a dinner party. One family has 2 sons, Francis and Lucas. The other family has a son named Sam. On a fateful night, when they get together for this dinner party, Lucas ends up dead, and Sam is mum about what happened to him. Fast forward so many years, Sam now has a 9-year-old son named Matthew, and Matthew has gone missing. So Francis is he is a reporter now as an adult, and he is trying to find out what happened to Matthew and what happened the night his brother died. So that is what that story is about. I thought it was very good. It was very well written. I listened to it on audio, and it was okay. If you like a good thriller, I think that you might enjoy that one. Currently, I am reading Come Sundown by Nora Roberts, which is a thriller, of course, and Woman Number 17 by Eden Lupacki. I have some audiobooks in the car. I think it's 16th Seduction by James Patterson, part of the Women's Murder Club series. Black Book by James Patterson and one of his co-authors. Then I have another one by Chevy Stevens, but I can't remember what the name of it is right now. But anyway, let me wrap up this video by giving you some information about Darktown by Thomas Mullen. I really did enjoy the book. It is a dark and gritty crime thriller that takes place in 1940s Atlanta, pre-civil rights movement. It is about Atlanta's first black police officers, two officers in particular, who are investigating the death of a young black girl who was last seen in the company of an older white male. So I thought the book was very good. I thought it was well written. I love the fact that he took the time to make sure that the people who were from the urban Atlanta area had a different way of speaking and acting than the people who were from the country. You know, I live in the South myself, so the ones from the country are very different from the ones who live in the urban area. He made sure to point that out in their actions, in their speaking, and all of that. I thought he did a very good job with all the different twists and turns in the story. I thought the backstories of the characters were interesting as well. I heard a rumor they were going to do a movie based on this book, and I would love it if they did, but I really hope they stick close to the storyline in the book. So Darktown, Thomas Mullen, check it out. If you love a dark, gritty, grimy crime thriller, I think that you'll really like this one. I enjoyed it. So that's my video for today. I've rambled on long enough and taken up enough of your time. I hope that you have a blessed and wonderful day, and see you soon. Bye bye.